right?
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Needs to be some.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
Skin of the game.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Okay,
that.
like the final guess at the end, or like as we're going.
No, like
If you call someone out and
you call
it's not
someone
it.
out for saying pool noodle or whatever, you know.
That was it.
Oh, run!
Welcome back to another episode of the Magnolia Street TV podcast. We have a special guest, Brad Smith. Brad, can you tell the fine people about yourselves?
Yeah,
All right,
Greg,
here we
I
go.
don't like to be interrupted.
welcome to the podcast. You know the deal. In front of us, we have 3 cards that have a task, action, or phrase or word, something on the card that we have to do. Basically, I'm going to start a timer for 45 minutes, and then within those 45 minutes, you have to say the word or phrase or task on your card before the time runs out. And if time does run out and you have not completed your card, Noah, you have to stick your hand into a fan blade, which is just off screen. I'm just kidding. No, please don't.
The Darwin fan.
Yeah, the Darwin fan.
Darwin fan.
Especially, are those metal blades too?
Nah, it's plastic.
Okay.
I've actually hit my hand in it before. It's not that bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we put that on camera so we can make sure?
We can film that.
I'm gonna fill this challenge, so yeah.
Okay, so not a Darwin fan, not a true Darwin fan.
It's a second chance.
Like I grew up with.
Yeah, with the real stuff.
Yeah.
The real fans.
That's funny. All right, for about the next 30 seconds, our words, tasks, and phrases are going to be on the screen for you to see. So if you want to play along, do not look at the screen for about 30 seconds. I'll tell you when to look back.
I can tell which one of these is Kaylee's.
I can tell which one's Jess's because it has her initials on it.
Did you have any? Are there any from like your people? Okay.
Yeah, Katie from the Ghost Hunting.
Dude, this is like your handwriting.
If I did it, it would be the most vile thing imaginable.
I mean, it isn't bad. You don't have bad handwriting.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Russell? All right, you're good to look back at the screen. Enjoy the podcast.
I mean, it's not bad. Dude, the people, I will say, I mean, I haven't done podcast yet, but dude, the people coming in to work now, the associates at Carowinds, dude, they have such bad handwriting. They cannot spell.
Well, it's because they don't teach people how to write anymore.
I know, like, you can tell the ones who are, like, not in school for COVID, dude, like, it's bad, dude.
I have the
It's
worst
bad.
handwriting imaginable.
There's one guy, he writes a 5 backwards.
Are they pretty easy? I mean, it's on, but we
You
have
dropped
to
it on your card.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I think we're rolling.
No, we're kind of just,
How your card's still. Yeah, I got you.
we're kind of just impromptu starting the podcast.
Challenging?
I'm good.
I got one that
I got a harder one, you know.
I got
I've
some hard
actually got
ones.
3 that are. Mine suck.
I got 3 that are stuck.
I got lucky. I'll go ahead and say it. I got one card that I think's pretty easy.
I got a slam
The
dunk
other
one.
2 were pretty. Yeah, I
You
think I
said
got a
that
slam
too
dunk.
last time, but you said
Oh,
it was UFO.
He has a slam dunk
He
one.
has a slam.
Because there's word is slam dunk.
Maybe it's slam
No,
dunk.
I'm just kidding.
No, I gotta go. I got an easy one for sure.
You know, I hate to be the new guy and make a suggestion, but I think if you guess wrong, you need a ding, right?
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Needs to be some.
That would be
As a
interesting.
consequence.
Yeah.
Skin of the game.
Yeah.
Guess wrong.
Okay,
that.
like the final guess at the end, or like as we're going.
No, like
If you call someone out
if
and
you
it's
call
not
someone
it.
out for saying pool noodle or whatever, you know.
That was it.
Oh, run!
I like that. I like that idea.
Cool.
But
What's the consequence?
So take a shot. If they call you out, take a shot.
we got a long day, Brad.
What's so bad about that?
I don't know if I'll be taking shots at 10 a.m. right now. Oh, that's funny. That's seriously a good idea.
Yeah.
And then, but we know Noah's going to fail the card challenge.
Yeah.
We're going to fail the guest challenge.
Yeah. No, y'all are. I mean, Russell's been accurate with the guesses. Like he's
He's had
called
some
mine
good
out
ones.
like twice. So
Oh, I thought you said guest. I'm like, what's the guest challenge?
No. We're going to fail the improper guest.
That was
Hey,
just
I can do it. Bring it.
that was just good timing, and you stuck on it too long. So that's the only stuck on it.
Ryan,
Okay.
I'm also,
No, we have to cut that. We have to cut
I'm
that.
also blaming Ryan a little bit for the with the was not possum. What was the animal I said?
Armadillo.
Armadillo. I almost said kangaroo.
Dude,
The
I would have
armadillo, yeah.
never got that had Russell, like again.
It was literally just because we played golf literally that week, and he
Yeah.
said that he was going to San Antonio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
but okay.
My earliest memory as a kid, like my very first memory, is like crawling to a wall socket and sticking my mom's tweezers in there.
Oh,
And
So that's why they tell us not to do
very
it.
first memory. Yeah.
that's no joke.
It was quite a shock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That,
Woo! Good one.
so how was well wait, we have to introduce the whiskey we're drinking, Russell.
Yeah, we've got a 2-for-1 today. So we've got Buffalo
a 3-for-1.
Trace. Oh, we've got 3-for-1.
3-for-1.
We've got Buffalo Trace, which is from Franklin, Kentucky,
Franklin County, yeah.
County, Kentucky, and then we've got Woodford Reserve, which is from
Paris,
Kentucky, and then we've
it's
got
Versailles.
Bullet Manhattan Cocktail, which I have no idea where
Probably
that's
from Manhattan.
It's maybe,
Probably from Manhattan.
but I think it's from Kentucky.
I think it's yeah, Kentucky.
Nice.
I think.
It feels like a lot
wait,
happened.
Missouri.
Ah,
Genevieve.
So we've got 2 bourbons and a rye. Right?
Nice. Yeah, and we
Sure.
had Bullet Bourbon last time.
In our last podcast.
So we have some stuff to talk about. If you're unaware, Brad, I'm actually going to introduce him this time and not interrupt him. He is Noah's father, and he is also our #1 fan to the channel. So
Woohoo!
on behalf of all of Magnolia Street TV, seriously, thank you for stopping by and being on the podcast. Seriously,
Oh, yeah.
and your unwavering support.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for having me. I didn't think it was gonna make it here, but the problem was I was eating a vegan baby. And so I had to get the real, like I kept eating the vegan babies, like Greg would call me. So,
Yeah, it's
Noah
got to
said,
be.
No, you gotta go to the butcher store.
Yeah, it has to be natural, none of that fake
Free
meat
range.
stuff.
Yeah.
free
Yeah.
range, free
So
range,
anyway,
baby.
No, I really appreciate y'all having me. I do like the show. Of course, you like seeing your kids and stuff, but I do. I brought a gift for you
Oh,
guys.
oh.
So Greg, I know you like Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody likes nostalgia, right? So let me set this
Oh, this is
down.
awesome.
So
He is the first person to ever bring
Yeah.
a gift.
number one fan.
I'm
so,
serious.
So this is Noah's soapbox story card from 20 years ago. So
Oh, that's so
Frank,
cool.
it's time for you, Greg.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing that.
So,
It's
and
got- what's the? Why's it
Yeah.
got a penny in it?
That's
for
cool.
weight.
Oh,
for weight.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
Engineering, man.
That's awesome.
Wait, you made that?
Yeah, it was
So-
like, you know, like
yeah.
a down. Is it called downhill derby?
Oh, that's cool.
Pine,
Yeah,
something.
yeah, it was for like Boy
Pinewood
Scouts.
Boy
or something, I remember
Scouts.
it.
That's
Yeah,
freaking
but-
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Did you wanna play with it?
so
That's freaking awesome.
I love like the old Carrot Top. He was a prop guy, so you know
Yeah.
that's
so cool.
that's for the show. So,
What's the guy from?
that's
do you know?
Frankenstein?
I mean, yeah, I don't.
Oh, it's just like a Frankenstein
I have
toy.
no
you
idea
do.
what it is.
You didn't recognize
I was like
Frankenstein? You're not a
6.
Halloween guy.
I was like 7, so I just like probably just thought it looked cool and put it on there or something.
That's
I don't
cool.
know.
Yeah,
Oh, so
Dude,
you
this
made
is
it.
awesome.
Yeah, it was like
Oh,
for Boy
sweet.
Scouts when I
I
was
didn't
like
know
7.
you were in the Boy Scouts.
Cub Scouts.
Did
Cub
you-
Cub Scouts.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you finish?
I mean, I was in it for like maybe a year.
It's got
still
sweet
rolls.
too.
It still rolls. I'm
Yeah.
actually surprised.
So I don't know if you guys like as a parent like the marketing that kids get. So it's so easy to market to a kid.
Yeah.
So they go to the grammar school and have this Cub Scout, pamphlet that's got them, swinging from swings and skylines and going to parks. And, they join Cub Scouts and they sit at a table and do lessons. It's
Yeah,
horrible.
exactly.
Like, selling wrapping paper and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's just horrible. So
It did
anyway.
suck.
See,
Yeah, Noah didn't like sitting down, so I wasn't gonna put him in a club where he sat down. But hey, we got the prop.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
That's-
well, thank you.
that's
Seriously,
really
thank
cool.
you for
You're
bringing that. My Boy Scout experience was I didn't do Cub Scouts, but I did Boy Scouts, and our troop was. I got lucky; they were legit. It's like we were camping every month.
Nice.
It was like the real. You didn't no electronics whatsoever.
Yeah.
You had to know your stuff. I enjoyed that.
Good.
I enjoyed that.
Merit badges,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I
Any
was
particular
first
one?
class represent.
first class.
That was my rank. That was my
Yeah.
rank. Noah, what's one of your cards? I'm trying to help you out.
I don't know. I feel like I could probably get most of them in because there's been a lot that's happened since the last podcast with Ryan. Like I can't think of anything now, but I just feel like it's like every day it's like dang. Like I had something yesterday. I was gonna talk. I can't remember what it was though, but I don't know if Trump was arrested I don't have to get into that, but I'm just saying, you know, like that's something big that's happened. There was something else, the China thing. They're going to invade Taiwan for the 80th time, which
Can't say that.
I don't
Can't say
approve
that.
of that. I mean, I do approve of.
What
I do
is
approve
Taiwan? What's Taiwan?
Of. Are we pro China or anti? I can't
We're,
remember.
we're pro China. We're pro China. This is a pro.
Then I can't wait for them to
Chinese.
invade Taiwan.
Oh, that's an interesting point, Greg. So when we started, I'm number one fan, started watching the podcast, me and shout out to Noah's mom,
Shout out.
Dr. Wiles and Dr. Mallory. So
There you
I
go.
know a lot of
Yeah.
doctors. Anyway, so we started watching the podcast and like, my sweet baby's getting beeped out. Why is he getting beeped out? And I'm like, I know he doesn't have potty mouth, so there's words you can't say, right?
Taiwan's one of them.
Taiwan.
We made a joke way back in the day that we were going to accept money from, like, we would accept any sponsorship no matter what.
Wasn't
even
a
if-
joke.
Even if it was from communist China. So we're pro communist China because they're gonna pay us.
They're gonna sponsor us.
But
One of these days.
Are there YouTube words you can't say that aren't even like vulgar words?
They've changed.
Yeah.
I think like
TikTok's way worse than YouTube now.
yeah, YouTube changed where it used to be you couldn't cuss at all, but now it's like as long as you make it through, I think the first 15 seconds without a cuss word, you're
Okay.
okay. So now we let them fly.
Feel
But-
free to say whatever you want, and then if you do say something, he'll let you know.
Yeah, we
We'll break that out.
edit it out. That's no problem.
Well, I don't want you to be.
This is gonna be a good podcast.
That's a card. I know that's a card.
Nah,
That's the band name.
No, take a shot. Take a shot.
That's the band name. The way you said it, I was like,
Take a shot.
That was really good.
Take
though.
a
I
shot.
like
take it.
that.
I'm
No,
gonna take a-
no,
I'm gonna-
it's not. It's not.
Take a shot of that.
I'm gonna take a hefty sip.
Well, I
do
think
that.
I think the only issue with that is like if you guess a word and you say you're wrong, you say take a shot. But if you don't say take a shot, then like that's implying that is the word.
Oh, you know what? You could be making me drink when I'm actually right.
What if?
Yeah.
What if that was the part?
Well, there's got to be an element of trust.
I mean, I guess if you, because I mean, realistically, you're probably hopefully not gonna like call out the word. Like, I mean, Russell has a few times, but like I'm just saying, like it's not super common that we call the word out. So I guess like it's not a big deal if you do get it right like halfway into the podcast or something.
What about this? Is you can guess it out loud as it's going, but at the end when we make our
Like
final
final answer.
picks,
Yeah.
if you're wrong about a majority of your picks, you have to take a shot or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
I like
like
that.
at the end we'll go around and say, I think one of Russell's words was
What if you're wrong like on all 9 guess? Like I'm wrong on your 3, and you have to say like 9 shots.
that is a straight
Well,
up
I mean, you
head
could,
into
you
the
could take
fan.
3 shots out of all 3.
Yeah.
I have to drive us. I mean,
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be a fun day.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a
Long, fun day.
Um,
And I didn't eat anything either, so
Oh, I didn't eat lunch either.
we're gonna have to eat something.
We're gonna have to eat some lunch. Well,
they
Puttery
have
has
food at
food.
they have food at Puttery.
Puttery has food.
Anyways,
I think one of Greg's cards would act like he forgot to cut the cards.
take a shot.
I'm just dumb.
I think he just
dumb.
wanted to take a shot.
I don't know. Oh yeah, that's a good one. You can just guess. Like
Oh shucks.
your word was grass. Good.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Is your card grass?
No.
I have.
Pool noodle.
You know, he said that 3 times already.
He said it at least twice.
Beetlejuice.
Hey, Beetlejuice 2 is
Come out
it
the new
out?
Beetlejuice.
Oh, is it
Is it out?
Is it out?
I don't know.
I think it comes out this summer for sure. I love the first
With
Beetlejuice.
Michael Keaton. See it?
Yeah, I
I
believe
think,
so,
I think
yeah.
Is he Beetlejuice?
What about Alec
Yeah.
Baldwin?
Sweet.
Who else?
was he in the first one?
Yeah, he's he's like the husband, isn't he?
No, he's not the husband.
I swear he is.
No. that
Is he not in
wasn't-
it?
No, it's some. No.
It might
No,
be
it's-
a Baldwin. It might be a
It's
Baldwin.
Oh, I
another-
forgot
yeah,
that's
it's another
brothers.
Baldwin.
Yeah.
There's like 8 of them.
Oh, that
Yeah.
is right. Yeah.
I'm serious.
Wasn't the girl? Was she famous?
Yeah.
That wasn't Alec.
I can't remember who it was.
The
though.
Winona Ryder.
Is it Winona
Oh,
Ryder?
Winona
Ryder.
Ryder was the
Yeah,
Lydia
okay,
Dietz,
yeah,
the
yeah,
girl,
yeah,
and
yeah.
she's back as Lydia Dietz, but now she has a kid. I think.
in the movie.
Speaking of kids, getting kind of hungry.
We didn't eat breakfast.
We didn't.
So hungry I could eat a baby.
There's a golf video.
I had to finish mine to make it here. So
So that's why
the
you're late.
whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, there's a golf video that's coming out soon. It's a donut challenge.
Oh man.
There was
Yeah,
a
I told him about
moment.
it.
There was a moment in there where I think Russell just randomly. There were kids in the background, and Russell was like, "Where's that kid at?" And it was just so weird that he asked about like he was very interested in where these kids were, and it was a running joke throughout the video of like we kept bringing that up. but
Yeah.
it just wasn't. It didn't land. Like the very beginning, I don't think we actually caught. So it didn't really land. So I had to cut basically
Oh man,
all of it out.
it was funny.
It was very funny in the moment, but so that'll be a funny moment lost to time.
Dang.
But there's that. Did you? Never mind. I was going straight into a card, and I was gonna get caught. Everyone got real quiet, and I was like, "All right, so I'm gonna."
It's funny because like everybody's like glistening a little bit because it's like really hot in here. Like it's like
It's getting toasty. For a minute, like
feel good
I
right
didn't
now.
feel the
Yeah.
breeze, but now I feel the breeze again. A little
Yeah.
bit.
So about the cards. I mean, when I know it's going to be on this show, I asked no if it's scripted or anything, but it's pretty organic, which is
Oh, yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of cool.
Yeah,
But do the cards take away from that? Is that on purpose?
I think.
Like,
I think they kind of
really-
do, but I don't know. I mean,
you
I
try to
think
be
it-
as authentic as possible while
You cut-
playing the cards.
You cut them off.
I did. I'm sorry.
You cut them off.
I mean, that's all I had. I don't even know what I said, to be honest.
but
with you, so.
the
Probably
cards
the
don't
best.
take away from Noah's flow, right?
I'm sorry, Noah.
I think they.
They
It
do.
makes Noah better.
Look,
Does Noah have flow to begin with?
hey, the one dude, I can't remember who it was. Was it Matt Kessler that said, I'm the.
So
Yeah,
Forever.
Stoke Forever. Shout out.
Yeah. it's-
Yeah,
You know.
He did say you were holding it down.
you do
Yeah.
carry the show.
Carry the show. No, Noah is a extremely valued member of Magnolia Street TV.
I just don't
I hope
don't
you
do
know
the
that.
cards.
You don't do the cards. That's the one downside.
Great value.
Oh, yeah, I did bring some more nostalgia, Greg. If you would share
Oh
that
yes,
with the viewers.
yes.
You want to share that with the
So
viewers?
Brad has supplied us. We wanted to ask Brad for the dirt, the juicy, embarrassing stories from Noah's childhood, but apparently Noah has just. Well, Brad can say it better, but perfect.
Yeah, Noah, what you see right now is Noah's been Noah for 27 years.
Perfect.
I'm sorry. It's like, really nothing, nothing outrageous to share. I mean,
Yeah.
So,
He never gotten like trouble, suspended from school, any of that. He's just been.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell us some
stories. So, yeah.
Stupid
yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, I forgot about this. My wife and I were shocked that we got called to the school. He was 4th and 5th grade, and we just didn't know what it could be. And he had this nice, she was a good teacher. I can't remember her name, real clean, neat.
Mhm.
And she brought us in and set us down I thought, my God, what, smoking in the bathroom? He steal something? What did he do? She goes, I can't make your son stop spitting outside.
I didn't even know that happened.
Are you serious? Are you spitting?
Why is that a problem?
I'm here because he spit outside.
Was he not even in the classroom? He was just
No,
sitting
just
outside.
not him outside. So,
Dude, that reminds me. Are you done with that story? I didn't want to.
sure.
Was he hawk to-ing?
Huck to and spit on that thing. You get me?
Nah,
That's funny.
Was
That's
that what?
funny.
Was that what?
Hot to it.
You
You know what I'm saying?
that reminds me. There was a one story in middle school. Actually, I can't really explain the whole story because it's actually kind of bad. But you remember in I don't remember grade. I think I was in 7th grade, and I had a Facebook account. This is like when Facebook was like within a year of it being like made.
First coming out.
Yeah, and I went on my middle school's band page, or not band, middle school page, and using my Sullivan Middle School, or I don't know if I should say the name, it doesn't matter.
I don't think they're going to suspend
do
you
it.
now.
Yeah,
Let's see if Greg beats it. Go ahead, say it.
yeah. Well, I won't.
I'm making a list of beats.
So so on the band page, I was in 7th grade, so I was just a young adolescent or whatever, and on the band page, I just said, y'all are gay. Like I said that on the page, and then I was like, even in 7th grade, I was like, that's a little too far, so I deleted that, and then I just said, y'all are stupid, and then so that was it. Like that's all that happened, and then a day or two later, I got called down to the office, and I didn't know what it was over, and it was one of the assistant principals. He was I legitimately had no idea why I was going in there, and he was like, it was a super big deal. I thought I knew I was in trouble, but I didn't know what for, and then he was just was having a super serious conversation with me, and at the end he was just and on the school page you said y'all are stupid, and then he was trying to explain to me how serious of a deal that was and stuff, and the whole time I was in 7th grade, so I'm just kind of just sitting there, I'm just I don't see what the big deal is, and then he was like, well, what would you think if I called your parents? And I was like, I don't think they'll care either.
Don't think I told you you're stupid.
I don't know if they called you or mom or who they called, but essentially they were just he's like, yeah, y'all are stupid. And they were just like, okay. And then, did you delete it? He's like, yeah, we deleted it. And he's like, I don't see what the big deal is then. And he's like, okay, fine.
Do you know he spits too?
That would have been a normal day for me. In
The bad part about it was that assistant principal ended up being arrested for I probably definitely can't say that on YouTube, but some bad stuff. I'll say it after the
That's
podcast.
disgusting.
Interesting.
That's disgusting.
So my son spit and he said, "Y'all are stupid." So definitely a serial killer in mode. It's coming. So.
I'm gonna take pictures of all of these. You're seeing these pictures right now, but Brad has supplied us with this.
That's not me. That's my sister.
Yeah.
Is Mallory a fan of the podcast?
Dr. Mallory.
I don't think she's ever seen any video. She's probably seen some videos. I
Hey,
doubt she watches the podcast. though.
My sister. Shout out to my sister if she's watching this right now, but she probably doesn't watch either. So. That's funny, but it looks like.
It looks
Russell,
just
take
like
a look. It looks like him, but his hair looks a lot darker there. Did you have your hair
It
looks
looks
a little bit
black.
more brown? It looks very
Might have
like
been, I don't know.
This picture looks just like him, just add a beard.
My mom has my mom technically has brown hair, but like her hair looks like pretty black too. Well, she has like gray hair now, but it looked pretty black for a long time. So it's probably get that more. From
Can you
her.
make
I
that
don't know.
face?
What faces you make?
yeah. Let's put. I'm
Dude,
gonna put
that'll
this
be the
photo-
thumbnail.
I'm gonna take a picture
Side
of this
by
right now.
side.
Well, I'll do it after. But thank you for supplying us with this. I like this. I was thinking about this. Actually brings up a memory. One of my favorite videos on the channel. I don't know. You've probably seen it, Brad. Noah's Outdoor Survival Guides.
I watched that like 3 weeks ago.
I want to read. I was literally thinking about that probably a week ago. I want to redo one of those.
Hi, my name is Mike Struggerford, and I've survived the worst conditions you can think of in the wilderness. Today, I'm set off alone with no help, limited gear, and only 2 cameras to see if I can survive this one. And I'm going to teach you how to survive.
That was a good
Have you
one.
seen one?
I have, yeah.
What was the character's name?
Something Struggerford or Struggerford.
Mike Struggerford. or something.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But and every time Noah said it, it got a little bit different. Like Strutherford,
Yeah, it's whenever
Struggerford.
we come up with skits, it's like coming up with the name's the hardest part. We'll be like, okay, what's a name? And we'll all sit there for like 10 minutes, be like, I know a guy named Brad, so I can't say Brad, and then you have to figure out a name.
I really want to do an updated version because we try to make. I don't even know if the second one ever came out. It was a commercial for a beer, where like the Mike Struggerford was like sponsored by some beer brand.
Yeah.
And this is when we were out at Kings Mountain actually camping, and we filmed this video. I don't know if it ever came out. It just didn't hit
I don't
the
think it
same.
did.
But we're gonna revisit that.
I wish
That's
we
the thing.
would do that basketball thing that you were
We
talking
need to do
about.
the basketball thing again.
Because we bought jerseys and like made like actual names.
That's
and
never
stuff.
gonna happen. but
Is it not?
I don't know if that, I don't know if
we don't talk. I don't talk to half the team. Half the other team.
I don't know if that's the video where we ate cat food, but I was gonna say I've been getting screwed at work because our boy Brandon Spicer has been like
Spice.
showing the employees like our old videos.
Shout out to Brandon Spicer.
And
Dude, he's like
Shout out
adding to
Spicer.
the views. Yeah.
And so like at work, I mean I'm like very stoic at work. Like I don't talk a lot, I don't show a lot of emotion. Not on purpose, just like I don't want
That's
to talk
just who
about
you
it. Yeah. And so like but then Brandon's showing these videos of like me eating cat food and like getting chocolate syrup poured on me and stuff. And so it's like the employees will come up to me and be like, yeah, was that really you in the video? And I'm like,
Dude,
yeah.
first of all, shout out to them. Shout out
should
to
be a
Brandon
guest.
Spicer.
He would be a
Spicer
funny
would be a
guest.
good guest.
Yeah.
He'd
They'd
be a really
awesome.
funny guest.
What was I gonna say? I think, yeah, for my work too is I remember telling him I have a new manager, and he was asking about like I told him I have a passion for film, and he was asking like, oh, do you have a YouTube channel? And all I could say was like, there's a very different side of me.
Yeah.
And like I didn't even say the name because I was like I can't drop just like look up Magnolia Street TV because I'm very much like Noah of like
Yeah.
not even because at Carowinds you saw a different side, but like when I'm at my current work, I was about to say the name, but I'm
already
very
did.
much like I'm always like happy
Yeah.
and positive and just you know.
That's how you normally are.
No, I think it's cool to see the difference.
Different side.
Yeah.
That's what-
Yeah.
you got to bring
you're
your game
understanding.
face to work.
I mean, I'm
you know?
goofy at work too, but like when it's like 95 degrees out and I'm doing a
soaks
10-hour
down.
shift, it's like I've got time to be. I can't like
Yeah,
be goofy
exactly.
all the time. But
It's like I'm
Are
not.
you- sorry, go ahead.
No.
I was gonna ask, are you like? Didn't you say you're like kind of like the housekeeping now, like or like in the?
yeah, I
parking
took over like the
lots
old
and stuff?
housekeeping, but I'm also like technically over the water park.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
That thing was an inferno back there.
yeah, I mean there is one person under me, and she's technically like over the water park. I'm just helping her out as she kind of like gets promoted and stuff. But
So you do the water park and the housekeeping parking lot.
yeah,
Stuff?
all that stuff pretty much.
That's cool. I was gonna ask.
Don't miss that.
I'm gonna hard transition here. Russell, do you ever see yourself? And this is not my card. Do you ever see yourself getting a motorcycle? Are we motorcycle people?
I'm not.
I know who Brad is.
Yeah.
I have a video of me working on his motorcycle.
I would have to. I would have to try one out before I ever made that a thing.
You know what's weird? As I don't know why I'm using this avenue to say this, but I'm very comfortable on a bike, like a BMX bike. I lived on a BMX bike for basically 16 to 24. I think like on a motored thing, I have zero interest in
It kind of
getting a
freaks me out.
motorcycle.
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable on a physical bike. If it's a motor on it, it's like I'd much rather have like a, what are the razors, like an ATV or something like that? What's the razors called?
ATV.
But no, like the bigger like a car, like
Oh,
where it's like you can go
UTV.
off roading.
UTV.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Is a UTV his card?
I have no idea.
No, okay. But
I've never heard of a UTV. in my
I'd
life.
much rather have that than a motorcycle. I think
It's
personally.
a universal terrain vehicle.
Yeah, I think you have to get on a motorcycle when you're young
Yeah.
and fearless,
That makes
bike or
sense.
something.
and that thrill carries with you
Yeah.
to when you're older.
Well, you didn't.
remember
Did
that.
you have one when you were younger? Did
No,
you?
but there was a guy that lived up the street, and he had one, and it was like it was awesome. So
Really?
you didn't think about getting hurt. So I carried that thrill into a older age, and Noah's mom and I got motorcycles. We were probably 50 or so.
I didn't know she had one. Okay.
Yeah.
Not
So
anymore. Used to.
That was back when you didn't wear helmets.
true story. When she was a little girl, she wanted a go-kart. Her mother said, "No, you can't have a go-kart. It's too dangerous." So she bought her a Honda 70. So she grew up on a trail bike.
Yeah, that's way
So-
more dangerous than a go-kart. I think,
Yeah,
in my
so
opinion.
Go figure. So anyway, with that, she remembered that, and I remember riding my buddies, and we just got street bikes. So,
Yeah.
and we rode for a while. She got kind of nervous and sold hers, but
See,
I'm getting back into it now. So
for me, it's because my dad, he's a very avid motorcycle rider. He loves his heart, all that stuff. But my thing is, well, there's two things. Is if I bought a motorcycle, it would have to be the lightest possible, not even a street bike, but like the lightest possible Harley they could possibly make. I can't fathom like how do you balance like a 600-pound bike? That just it blows my mind. It seems like it's too heavy to.
it doesn't balance any different than a bicycle.
Really?
It's kind of
When
like
you're on
once
it,
you're
you're on
moving,
it.
it's like
Yeah,
it's like nothing.
yeah.
I'm
That to
sure,
me, I
but-
cannot wrap my head around
It's
it.
physics, man. It's just like it doesn't matter.
didn't take
The
physics.
problem is, and I saw a guy drop a gold wing at Carowinds. It took 3 guys to get him back up.
Wow.
So when you drop it, but riding that thing, it's no different than a skateboard or a bicycle or anything else. So.
To me, nothing but props to y'all. 'Cause I cannot wrap my hand around it. That's
It's too many variables for me to be like I'm a pretty decent driver, but it's just like there's just too many people on the road that do too many stupid things, and it's like
that too.
you can be going 20 miles an hour in a car, and if you get hit, it's like nothing. But in a motorcycle, it's like you're falling off, and at the very least, you gotta go to the doctor. You're messed up a little bit, but like if you're not like
You're
seriously
losing
injured,
skin,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
That's my whole thing.
I legit had to make Noah get on a little motorcycle
Yeah,
when he was a
I
kid.
don't know why.
He hated it. He hated it.
I
he ended
just-
up
it's really
getting
weird
on
to
a
me.
full wheeler.
Have you ever had any like actual like accidents or anything riding your motorcycle?
Just a
Nothing
stupid
crazy.
accident trying to roll it off.
I remember that you fell.
Yeah, the
I was
battery's
scared.
dead, so knowing his buddy tried to pull me off.
That was not a smart idea looking back at it.
Well, it's not a good idea. So anyway, no close calls or anything.
Good.
Not while driving, technically. Not while the bike was
Just
on.
getting ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't know where I was going with
My
that.
uncle-in-law actually recently had a motorcycle. Tommy had a motorcycle accident, and he was like banged up for a while. So
It's no joke.
it's not. Yeah, it's serious.
I guess
Yeah, that's what
anyone
scares me.
you survive is a good one. I mean,
Yeah.
considering you're basically just exposed going
At
45.
least you have a
60.
helmet.
That's the
Unless you're in
that's the other
South
thing.
Carolina.
Well, they say it does. If you fall at enough speed, it might not matter. But still, I don't have a full face.
Yeah.
I'd have to have a full face.
Yeah.
I'd have to. But that's just me. And that's the thing is, I would throw my bike down. I would ride my bike down steps and do spins off steps.
Mm-hmm.
But motorcycles just too dangerous. I don't know. Too much going on there.
Or your scooter work.
My scooter, same thing. It's if it doesn't have a motor and I can control, like I can, because a bike you can almost feather the gearing and like you could say I need to go a little bit faster, a little bit slower. You can, but with a motorcycle, it's like it's all here.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't.
Have
do
you
it.
never tried the like the motorized scooters? Like,
sure I
would you
have.
try that before?
But I mean, I've been on like motorized vehicle. I've been on a small dirt
Yeah,
bike before
okay.
too, and it's not like I can't do it. It's just out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
I'd much rather have, like I said, an ATV or a 4-wheeler. I
Right.
don't know if there's a difference, but
It's weird because they say like 4-wheelers stuff are more dangerous. Which, to be fair, when I had a 4-wheeler, I did like
could flip.
yeah. There's a few times where I didn't get hurt, but like it's like flipping stuff. But like I was okay.
Yeah.
But
it's
yeah.
for me. And we don't get snow anymore, but people in my neighborhood. I don't know if you knew Cameron Friday or not,
Yeah.
but he lived in my neighborhood, and then Sawyer had
Mm-hmm.
4-wheelers. So when it snowed, I'd get on one of their 4-wheelers and we'd just tear up the road. For me, that was a lot funner than the idea of a dirt bike. But anyways,
Right.
off that. Speaking of bikes, we were talking in the car. Russ and I are back on our diet. I just bought an exercise bike, so
you really?
it should actually be here today. So when I get home, it'll hopefully be there. But I'm gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna try to exercise bike in
It's
the
like
morning.
a Peloton.
More like in the $200 range, not a Peloton. But I'm just because I used to, when I was much lighter, I would jump rope every morning. I would jump rope 5 minutes in the morning to kind of like get woken up, and then when I got home, I would go for between 10 to 20 minutes,
Yeah.
depending on how I felt. But when I first started jump roping, I was heavy. I was actually a little bit lighter than I am now. My knees would kind of hurt. So I can't jump rope, so I'm going to do the bike until I can get back into like a jump roping range.
Yeah.
Because I like jump roping. I just put a laptop with
Yeah.
some speakers and just watch a show.
Yeah.
And just jump rope, stop when you need to, and then go back at it. But that's why I didn't want to have that conversation in the truck of like. we were
Have you
talking about
done
that.
Have you done a bike before like that, exercise bike?
I think it's close to, like I said, I'm very comfortable like pedaling.
Yeah. The first time I ever did that, it was at the YMCA, and I did it for like an hour, and the next day,
Yeah.
I could not move. Like
Yeah.
it was the
Yeah.
worst pain in my whole life, and I have not been on one since.
That's funny.
Hopefully, that's not your case.
When I started working out, I was actively into BMX riding. My back was so strong and my legs were so
Yeah.
strong compared to like my peers, because of on a bike you're constantly you're bunny hopping.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like you're constantly your backs and your legs obviously. So I think it's the perfect exercise
Yeah.
for me.
That's cool.
I just gotta put my phone. Sorry,
This is gonna be a super. We should probably get off because this is super stupid after this. But
card coming up.
No. I was gonna ask: is the bike like is it raised or is it kind of like you're like in a
Sitting.
seat like this?
I think you can this one you can adjust
Do
the
both?
bars and the seats. So like
Oh,
you
that's
could
cool.
you could be kind of back or standing up kind of.
When I go to the gym, like if it's a bike that's like this, I sit in, you can just read like really easily in it. That's
Yeah.
how I read a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
That's how I read
Yeah,
a
that's
lot.
what you need, like a bike you can play, like
Yeah, you can kind of like
Warcraft or
Yeah.
what's that army game you play?
the Green Army Man.
No, the
Army
Xbox.
Call of Duty.
Civilization.
Yeah, you can sit there and play a game while you're doing that, man. You can like just
Yeah,
put
I read
miles
at the gym.
and miles and
Yeah.
miles.
I read to the gym and it was kind of like annoying because like I mean I like reading, but like everybody else come up to me like, "Oh, we were reading" and stuff like that. It's like, you know,
Are you reading? I was.
I was gonna say if you read, you know, it's a good way to read if you're like, you know.
That could be
But-
another thing you could do with like you could motorize one of those sitting bicycles where you're not actually doing it; it's doing it for you.
Yeah, electric
You know?
bike and video
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
You sit.
That's
know a-
fit for
pretty,
life.
pretty creative.
I know a podcast guy. He quit drinking. He was like, I guess now he was an alcoholic. He's a podcaster. He quit drinking, and to get out of that thing, he just like almost obsessively bike rides now. I was just like, you got to replace one with another, I guess.
Yeah.
So he has an electric bike, so he'll go for like 30 miles, but like his bike is assisted. So like if it's a big uphill, he'll just like use the motor part. and
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
Gets
That's
you
just the thing.
moving, gets your vision,
Right.
you know, gets that long
Yeah.
range vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to replace something. It just makes it easier. I found out
100%.
if you want to quit Diet Coke, drink
Yeah.
Diet Pepsi for a week, and then it's easier to quit.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
quit smoking, so I chewed like, dang it, what's that
Tobacco?
stuff in the no?
Zins?
Nuts or something.
No, they make it out of like beef. It comes in a
Jerky?
Oh, the beef jerky chew. things?
yeah, that can help you with
Yeah.
the pipe. So that help.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
just instead of quitting some cold turkey,
Yeah.
Right.
go to something else and then quit that.
Replace
Yeah,
one habit with
yeah.
another habit.
Yeah.
And I've heard just same with that is like I've heard the best time if you're like a cigarette smoker and I was like looking into how to quit. The best time is like if you are moving apartments, like the change of scenery.
Oh
is
yeah,
the
yeah,
right thing.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
I think
like
Well, I would just think like because moving's stressful, and granted, you only do it for like a few days. It's like I don't want to smoke after
Dude,
I move. It's
I'm
like-
weird. Take the physical part out of it. I like moving. I can wrap my head around it. Like organizing everything into boxes and then having a plan. Moving doesn't bother me. It's the physical part sucks.
Yeah,
Like moving dressers and stuff. But
No, you know what we're doing tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
oh yeah, he did. He
Probably
told
my
me.
sister moved tomorrow.
Yeah.
so.
Thanks, Greg.
Where-
Thanks for ruining my
Where's she
sleep.
moving to?
Saturday.
Where's she moving to?
Right down the road, like a few
Yeah.
minutes away. It's just cheaper.
In town.
yeah.
Nice.
In
Yeah.
town.
I'll give her your address. I'll give her that. Here's the address right here. I actually don't know the address, but
What's? I was thinking. I have some. Well, by the way, we have for the podcast. We have 14 minutes to
No
finish
way.
cards. 14 minutes.
See if I got any spares, I'm done.
Wait, what'd you say? You're done.
Are you done?
Anybody got any spare words?
You're done.
I can help you out, man.
I might have
Unless
to give you
it's
3 of
pork
mine
and-
because
Unless
I
it's pool noodle. I knew it. I knew it was pool noodle.
Well, he did say pool noodle before we started,
When I saw
so
Yeah.
these, I thought they were a little like we all got poo noodle. I can't say pool
Oh, this?
noodle.
Dude, hey,
these are windscreens.
Real quick, we don't have to spend any time on this at all. I just want to put that out there. We went to Bucky's, Katie and I, on the way back from a ghost hunting trip. Bucky's has some really weird looking pool noodles, like really cool. Like I don't
Yeah.
even have a pool, and I was about to buy one. Like it was just like it wasn't like a.
I know what we're talking about, though.
You know what I'm talking about? It looks like it's like Bucky's branded, and like it looked really cool. Anyways, look it
I
up.
think
Google
y'all
it.
should do a remote at a Bucky's.
That would be
That'd be
awesome.
awesome.
You know
That'd
how
be
I'm
awesome.
telling you,
That'd
I'm
be
down.
funny. Yeah.
do a
Well,
podcast.
consider
yeah,
the other
I
one.
know its sister would watch it.
See,
Yeah.
does she like Bucky's?
She loves
Oh,
Bucky's.
Bucky's is
It's
Dude,
crazy.
Her, Kaylee, and my sister's wife went to. They took a trip just to like I don't know what Bucky's they went to, but they went to.
The other
If
one's
they had a
Seaverville.
Bucky's inside of Disney, their heads would explode.
See, you know what's funny is, sorry to interrupt. At least I'm acknowledging. On the Bucky's thing, I was with Katie. I was like, hey, just so you know, I'm gonna stop at Bucky's. We were driving, and she was like, I really just don't get why people are obsessed with that. She's never been.
Until you go.
But Brad, you're gonna disagree with Katie in a
Call,
second,
man.
dude. She was saying like as we're pulling in, she's like, I really just don't. She was saying like, I don't get it. I don't get the people were coming back with like Bucky's dolls. She walked in within 5 seconds. She said, I get it. And it was like, yeah.
You know, I work with a guy. Shout out to Jake. I don't know if he'll watch it.
He
so
better.
he's he's from wherever Bucky's is from, and so
Texas?
Bucky's where he's from is like a convenience store. It's
Yeah.
like 2 pumps and a
Really?
Wow.
like a little building about the size of this.
Now it's
I didn't know
150
that.
gas.
I thought they were
gas
all
pumps.
massive or something.
No, he said
Oh.
they were just like.
That's how it
and now
started.
They're building the biggest one yet in Greensboro.
Yeah,
Raleigh, near Raleigh.
It's somewhere up in North
I
Carolina.
hope not
It's
Raleigh.
like it's between Greensboro and Raleigh.
Yeah,
I
we
go to
talked about that,
Greensboro.
I think.
See, I go to Greensboro a lot. They have some
Yeah.
haunted house trails
Yeah.
and that complex. Like a lot of circus shows will come to that complex, but I never go to Raleigh.
You know their GMs they make like $250.
They make a ton.
Say it again.
The GMs
make like
at a
six
Bucky's
figures.
Their
they
team
make
leads made
250.
6 figures.
Yeah,
They make
Really?
250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're cleaning.
Yeah.
They're like janitors make like 18 or 19.
Dude,
an
have
hour.
you seen their bathrooms? It's
They're
like
always- yeah.
if an alien
Pristine.
designed
And they're
Yeah.
huge.
If an
Yeah.
alien designed bathrooms,
Yeah.
that's what I imagine. It'd be like. It's
Pristine.
from the future, dude.
They had PM jobs. I mean, that's why they had PM project manager jobs all over the
Yeah.
country.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
think
I have heard they paid their employees really well. I did not think it was their GMs are $250 though.
Yeah,
They
$250.
have a
But
sign at the one we went to, and it's like it lists all the jobs, and it's like cashier makes this much, whatever.
That's
and
awesome.
all
Greg,
this
there's like 50 people in there on
Yeah.
staff.
Yeah,
You
at
know?
all times. It's,
Yeah.
it's like I want to see one because when I've seen them, they've been like within a normal business day.
Yeah.
I want to see one at 3 a.m. what it looks
I've
like.
been to one at like 2 o'clock in the morning,
Just
and
as
like
busy?
yeah. Well, no, we were on our way to St. Louis.
Yeah.
and it's 24 hours, and there's still literally at least 20 workers there. It's not as
crazy.
busy as far as like people there, but like
Yeah.
it's just as busy as far as employees.
Speaking of which, again, I should really be aiming this back towards cards. I'm not, but I had one of their brisket sandwiches.
Oh, dude.
let me
They're so
tell you,
good.
dude. That
Brisket
that
on the
put me
board.
that put me on the toilet 3 times.
Yeah,
Within about 12 hours.
Ooh,
the
hard
suckers are
left.
like 10, 12 bucks, dude.
Hard left.
That was not fun. It was delicious, and I'd probably eat one again.
Oh, I eat one every single time.
Katie was like, I can't believe Bucky's did that to you, and I was like, yeah, but
See,
it was worth it.
This is what you have to do. You go to Bucky's, get the brisket, and then you head to the next Bucky's to go to the bathroom
Yeah.
at that Bucky's.
Dude,
And then you get a
it was
brisket.
no. By the time it started hitting, I was in the haunted place. So this bathroom. They had told us that because there's a bathroom close to our base of operations, and you don't want to use that one because like you don't want to blow it up, stink it up. There's one down the hallway, a creepy hallway, and they said that people have come out of that bathroom and been hit before, and so like I'm forced to use this bathroom. I'm thinking like about 20 seconds I'm being, anyways walking. Anyways, I
You
don't
got
know.
a jar of that air at home.
You know what's funny? It's
Blow up
I'm
bathroom
serious.
air.
No, that's funny. That's actually funny. That's good. I actually forgot to get air from that last trip, which sucks. I
Dang.
brought the jar with me and I forgot to get it.
What?
It
What's
was
cool
from
is
Brushy
you probably
Mountain
already
State.
got the air because the jar was with you.
Yeah.
Because the air is like it goes everywhere.
Nah, well, sure.
You
But,
didn't open it.
but yeah, I forgot that. It was Brushy Mountain State. It was a very creepy prison. It was very cool. What's some of your worst flavors of things? Is there a flavor of thing that you cannot handle? Start with Noah.
A flavor? I mean, I can't think of like certain flavors, but I can think of like things I don't like. I don't like tomatoes really. Like.
That's not a flavor, but
Artificial butter,
What do you mean by that?
like buttered candies and stuff.
Okay,
Like
yeah,
buttered
yeah, I
jelly
guess.
beans or
I'm
something.
trying to think. Most of my stuff's
See,
like texture.
all right, that's got to be a card. When have you ever in your life, Noah? When have you ever encountered a butter flavored jelly bean?
No, I know what he means.
It's a butter or
Take a
jelly
shot.
bean.
It could
Butter
be a
or
card.
Take a
jelly
shot.
bean.
It could be a card. I'm just saying I know what he means though.
I wish that was a card.
I don't like jelly
My cards
beans,
are
though.
so impossible. There's no way I'm gonna get into them.
I know I'm on a diet, but my little thing is I love like fancier chocolate, like chocolate boxes, like Whitman's or like Russell Stover's. It sucks because half the box is like toffee, which I
Disgusting
cannot
ones.
stand, and I cannot stand anything with coconut.
Oh yeah, that is true. I don't like coconut.
Coconut
Yeah.
peppermint,
I don't like
coconut
coconut.
candy, coconut shrimp,
Yeah.
anything. It's like if it has. I remember I was at Johnson's. You remember Johnson's in high school? Brandon Hagerman and Will Coral brought a coconut one day, and I was like, I've never had coconut water. Like it was a fresh coconut.
Yeah.
They cracked it open, like people were drinking out of it, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be real good because in my mind, coconut's this tropical flavor. I have never in my
It's
life wanted to
nasty.
throw up more than drink coconut milk. And
Just say
since
old
then,
beer.
I cannot drink
Old beer.
anything with coconut.
Wow.
Peppermint, like coconut patty things,
Yeah,
like
it's
the
gross.
York
I
or
agree.
whatever. That's coconut, right? Or is that peppermint?
What is it?
The York patties.
This peppermint.
I hate peppermint
Yeah.
chocolate either too. But
One of your words?
peppermint.
Your
I think
peppermint.
coconut might be his word.
Take a shot.
I got nothing left.
How are you with
Speculation.
that?
Huh?
How are you with acidic taste?
I don't-
Vinegar, sauerkraut.
I like vinegar. Like vinegar
things like that.
barbecue is good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like,
Yeah, I can't do vinegar.
I don't like
Really?
vinegar.
I can't do vinegar or pickled stuff that are pickled. That's
I don't like-
not really a flavor, I guess.
No,
but-
It kind of has
Vinegar,
a
it's
flavor,
very
though. I know what
vinegar.
you're talking about.
yeah.
See, but what about because isn't North Carolina barbecue vinegar based?
Supposedly,
I thought it
yeah.
was mustard. I thought that was the thing.
I think it's both.
Like
I
South
think
Carolina.
isn't
I
it
don't know.
Kansas City? I'm going to Kansas City. Isn't Kansas City the mustard one?
I have no idea.
I thought we were.
Oh,
I don't know.
it might
I
be.
thought we were the mustard. I thought South Carolina was
Yeah.
because when we go to like that one place in Columbia, they have like that mustard barbecue.
Now, I worked with some guys from Missouri, and we were going to go to their house and eat barbecue. And to me, what they call barbecue was like roast beef. It was sliced brisket.
Really?
Like,
Sliced brisket.
like you
Brisket's
couldn't even
good,
get on
but-
his shirt. I mean,
Yeah.
to
Really?
me, barbecue is something you can't wear a
it
white
was, like,
shirt and eat
dry.
barbecue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's meat, but they call it barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
because I recently got into like very hot chicken wings. Because when I was growing up, anything that was even like mild flavor, I steered away from.
Mm-hmm.
I have now like I love hot. I want it to like hurt the next day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know about her, but Noah kind of got me into the Chinese pepper sauce and
Hotter stuff, yeah.
Yeah, what's that pate?
I like pepper
The
sauce.
pate stuff.
Pad thai?
It's pretty good pad thai.
Yeah.
Dude, I had for the diet cauliflower pizza crust.
It's actually
There's
pretty
It's not
good.
bad, yeah.
Cauliflower, the brand, they made a spicy chicken.
Ooh.
If you want to be taken out the next day, you eat the spicy chicken pizza. I'm not even kidding. That thing puts me like I will have to wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. It's that bad. But guess what? I did it. I had the first time screwed me. The second time I had to do it just to make sure. I probably won't do it a third time. But either way,
Are you on a keto thing?
no, just
Not a keto.
calories in, calories out. Just trying to
Oh,
watch
no,
calories.
no carb thing or whatever. Just
No, I eat carbs. I'll eat a cake for dinner but
As long as it
it's-
fits your macros.
Exactly, as long as it fits in. Not even I don't even. I used to track protein pretty heavily. Now it's just as long as it's under that calorie limit.
That's what I'm trying to focus on, is trying to have as much protein as I can and like less carbs if possible and fat.
The thing, here's my thing with a low carb diet is you can do it for a diet, but as soon as you
it
start
comes right back.
carbs again, and I'm always gonna have carbs. I love pasta, I love bread. It's like I have to have carbs, so I'm just gonna continue. Just it's more of a lifestyle with me of like
just keeping your calories in check.
Because I have I'm gonna say it for the camera because it's a very vulnerable thing for me, but I have gained some of the weight that I originally lost, but I did develop the lifestyle of I understand now what a healthy dinner should look like versus before. It's like, I guess I'll have salsaritas tonight. I guess I'll have Wendy's the next night and McDonald's. I used to go to McDonald's sometimes twice a day.
Wow. Yeah.
And I was so embarrassed by it, I would go to a different McDonald's because you can't show up and see the same shift, you know?
Like, that was another thing I noticed in the old podcast we watched. Like you were like, you could tell, like, you know, you were just bigger and you smoked and stuff. Like it was completely different. It was pretty crazy to see.
Yeah. Weight's a tough thing.
Yeah.
Me and Julie's mom, Noah's mom, we're back on Weight Watchers. I've done Weight Watchers several times.
Yeah.
But this is the first time I say, hey, you know what, Weight Watchers isn't a chain, it isn't a cage to keep you in. It's showing you, hey,
this is what
you eat good stuff, then you can have some bad stuff. So it's all about finding that.
Yeah,
100%.
Because, but I've got. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No,
I got two pieces of advice for his diet. Number one, don't take diet advice from a fat guy. Number two, eat your protein. Cause
right.
If your body needs energy, it'll burn your muscle.
Yeah. Right.
So eat your protein.
Right. So, I took that to heart when I was doing the real diet.
Yeah.
And I got to 175. It's like I was macros. Even if it put me over my calories, I had to get, I think it was like 150, 180 grams of protein a day. Mm-hmm. But now it's more of, I'm just trying to, I'm going to get the original 10 and then like I'll reassess. Right. It's just, I got to get stuff off quickly. Yeah. But just let me give a time update. We got 2 minutes. Do we want to extend this?
We're going to have to. There are legitimately like two things, or at least one thing I want to bring up that really doesn't have anything to do with my card at least. But I'll talk about it.
Here, I'm gonna reset this for 10 minutes, and this is the only extension. Is everybody okay with that?
That's cool. You babies.
I'll say this.
I am actually starting to sweat now.
Yeah. It literally is.
This is more for my dad because we talk about like Chinese food whenever like I get sinus infections pretty commonly now.
Can't see Chinese food.
Anti-Taiwan food.
We love our Chinese.
Right? I never brought it up to you, but because me and Kelly went to eat at that Chinese place near the Empire we've been to in Rock Hill, the Chinese place over there. If you ever got anything like sinus infections, I got the Geronimo noodles from there, and like at first it cleared me out, but that was probably the first time I've had to stop somewhere. What?
No, sorry. Go ahead.
I had to stop halfway home to go to the bathroom. I had to stop at a QT.
Was that spicy?
I mean, the spice was fine, I guess, but like,
what do you mean it cleared? It's just like
it cleared. My nose was running. Yeah, it was hot, but like, and then I had to go to the bathroom like maybe 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes later.
I've never even heard of those noodles. Like, you go to
I mean, it wasn't like the Chinese place. I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you go to a Chinese restaurant and there's like 85 different things, but I've always only gotten 2 things.
I mean, it's like lo mein pretty much, but it's like
Geronimo noodles at a Chinese place. I think there's a lot of appropriation there.
Is that not a mountain in? I don't know. It's a mountain somewhere, isn't it?
That's an Indian.
Yeah, isn't that?
Didn't he kill Custard? Or?
I think
that is a native.
I don't know if it was Custard. It was some battle. Yeah,
I know stuff.
While we're talking about sinus infection, just saying sinus infection.
While we're clearing stuff out, I just for the benefit, because I slept on it for a long time. If you are ever having a cold, I'm telling you, get distilled water, a gallon of distilled water, and use a neti pot. Dude, that was game changer. Last time I was sick, that is not my card. I swear.
No, I know.
I slept on it. I was like, come on, it's not gonna work. Yeah. It might not work for 6 hours, but it's gonna for the next 3 hours or so. It will clear your sinuses.
Do you remember when we went to that beach trip with Ethan and McCarn?
We were making fun of him with
that neti pot, and we were like,
"Do you have a neti pot?"
Yeah, he would literally do that before he'd go to the beach, and like we'd all make fun of him, but like. He was like one step ahead of us, I guess.
Dude, I slept on it. I thought, come on, you're don't be a wuss. Like, it's the way to go. Distilled water, don't get the brain amoeba or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I want to double down on what Noah said about the chocolate, the red pepper sauce.
Mm-hmm.
It was, dude, I had this headache that was like killer. So I went to a dentist, nothing. I went to the doctor, the dentist. I finally had to get an MRI to find out I had stupid sinus infection.
Yeah.
oh,
Wow.
And that chopped up red chili sauce
That's pretty much what it was.
knocked
I think.
it right out.
Wow.
Knocked it right out.
I had Aaron Featherstone, I think, gave me some type of sinus infection. This was in 8th grade. We both had a sinus infection, like every single, probably with 15 minutes, we had to blow our nose, and it was the most disgusting, like, stuff you can imagine. Every 15 minutes, I'm not kidding, for about 6 months.
Wow.
That was like my entire 8th grade. I had to bring a box of tissues every single day.
Did they call your parents in?
No, no.
He was spitting.
Greg keeps sneezing.
I'm sorry, but no, me and Aaron, we were such hellions. We were on opposite ends. Like Aaron was at the back of one side, and I was at the back of the other side. I had a physical desk, like not a little high school desk. I had a physical. It was an old desk from a teacher's office because that was the only spot they could put us, is in the back corners. Because we were. That's why I'm saying this spit thing. Do you know how many times that like I had to go in to meet with the principal, the vice principal, the counselor, my teachers, and my parents because of the chaos I was causing in middle school?
I remember there was one time we didn't really get in trouble, but like our teacher was getting mad because it was when I don't remember when Nate started living with us, but no, it was before that because it was middle school. He was living with us then. But like me or him got sick at one point, like just like a cold or whatever, and Mom gave either me or him a bag of cough drops. And we took them to school, and we got hooked on them. We literally got addicted to cough drops. Like, we would stop taking them, and our throat would get dry and stuff. And, like, we would have to, like, take them to, like,
That's funny.
not do it. And he got in trouble because, like, we were, like, I don't know if it was a computer class or what it was or something. But, like, he messed he sneezed or coughed or something. It, like, there was so much crap on the computer that the teacher, like, got mad. It doubled down because he was playing Club Penguin. He was supposed to be doing, like, whatever. And the teacher came over because he sneezed, and like there was so much. I mean, it was. I wish I had a picture. I can't describe to you how.
That's
it was
disgusting.
That's kind of a triple down because Nate's pretty much a clean freak,
Yeah.
But when you talked about middle school and Nate and Lee and Alex,
Nate was way worse than I was. We need to get him on the podcast.
so it kind of reminded me of something that's kind of similar to this game when we say pool noodle. So tell Greg about the touch game. That was funny.
Okay. It was essentially.
It's real similar to this.
No, we didn't touch people. We had a teacher we didn't like in middle school because she was a really bad teacher, and so like the game was literally you have to get up in class and touch something, and everybody else playing the game had to go touch that thing. And so like, hey,
but nobody could know it. Like it had to be random.
Backtrack. Explain it again. So what do you mean?
Like you can't. Like I don't explain. Like if we were playing, I wouldn't be like Russell. I'm gonna go touch like that chair.
But how did you know what to touch?
You just touch whatever you wanted to. There was no
So
rule.
you went first. You went first, and then everybody else had to.
Yeah.
So they had to be observing and say like, why did you just touch the pen?
We were all in
or
class.
something.
Is that what you're like sitting in your desk and everybody's sitting down, you
He
get
just
up.
gets up and
And
So it couldn't be something like on your desk or something. It had to be. You had to get up.
Yeah, like you had to. I mean, obviously, if it's on your desk, it's easy. So you want to do the harder thing. And like my Nate and other friend, y'all, I don't think I've ever met him before. They would go nuts. Like, so like I can't really explain it, but like if we're all sitting this way, pretty much, and like the teacher's at the whiteboard over there, she's like drawing on the whiteboard or whatever. I have a friend that get up and there's a clock above the whiteboard, and he gets up like she's teaching them. She's like, yeah, so X equals whatever. He gets up while she's talking and goes. I wish I could explain it, but like he goes behind her and just like. I don't want to say. He goes like hard and hits the clock above her, and she just stops talking and looks at him. He's like, he looks at her, and he's like, there was a fly on the clock or something like that, and he goes to sit back down, and everybody playing is just looking at him like,
Yeah,
like we're not doing like we can't do that.
Master,
But they would touch her computer and move the mouse and stuff like while she wasn't like they would do insane stuff. It was so fun. I wish we could do it again, but
just a real quick story on that is we had a home ec teacher that she was elder, so you kind of get away with some stuff. And she was very like innocent, whereas like if you did something that was clearly something wrong, she would assume the best and was like, oh, you need him.
Mm-hmm.
She had an electric stapler, and imagine you're in 7th grade and there's an electric stapler. We would just go up there and we would just like see how many staples you get in a piece of paper before she would say something. So we'd just be like, 2, dude, and like just see, and it was a game of like. Well, I got 20 the other day, or like to the point where like we would cause jams to this thing.
Wow.
That was my similar story. I'm sorry.
That's worse with the good teachers, you know.
I genuinely loved her. No, I love that class. Like I learned how to make a pillow, and I thought like I don't ever need to know how to sew, but it's like you can do upholstery, you can do like actual
maybe it gave you confidence.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Like, do videos.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There are good teachers and bad teachers.
Yeah.
Did you have Mr. Banks in 12th grade English? Do you remember him?
No.
Oh, well, kind of not really that story, but like I remember. Go ahead.
I just a 2-minute warning.
Okay.
That's all I want to say.
I remember me and this other girl, and we were 12th grade, so we had to pass this class. Mm-hmm. We both had B's. And literally, like, he didn't care what we did. So, like, we went to his, like, little grade area and literally changed 2 of our paper grades to A's. And we both got A's in our class because of that. And, like, that was probably the craziest thing I ever did in high school. Like,
I'm gonna send this to the
well, he quit.
Miss Starnes.
So
no, I'm gonna send it to Miss Starnes. She's gonna
I think she's still there.
I think she moved somewhere. I think I remember seeing that. But
that was the craziest thing I ever did in high school. And we never got caught. So,
but maybe he thought you deserved an A.
Maybe
for making it happen.
He probably saw him and was like,
and that's a life
he's
lesson.
got balls.
Maybe
So.
you learn more. Maybe you learn more about life than that. I remember my talk about bad teachers. My daughter had a really bad chemistry teacher.
Oh yeah,
she had like a assignment to report on a compound.
yeah.
Well, I was working in the chemistry industry. I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I did her homework.
Yeah.
I showed a PhD chemist. I said, "Look, I did my daughter's homework.
Yeah.
She got a D.
She knew you
got
did it.
a
That's
D.
what.
She got a D.
That's funny.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
That's so bad.
My sister had a 41 seconds. Anybody need to absolutely hijack the conversation?
Yeah, I need to hijack.
I do want to ask
Okay, go
something
ahead,
legitimately, not for a card.
I want to talk about teachers. I have some stories,
Yeah.
but
Well,
you have 30 seconds.
I will say we need to find another place to do the podcast. Because
Go
it
ahead,
is
you
way
got
too
30
hot in here.
seconds.
No, I'm good. That's all I'm saying.
My porch.
It's
We
too
can do
hot
porch.
out here. We need to do
My
another
porch.
podcast.
That's weird.
That's not my
I wanted
card,
you to hijack
but-
the conversation.
I know. Go ahead.
Do you need to hijack the conversation? You have 16 seconds.
I want to
If you
say
do not
something.
finish your card.
My card. I'm done. I did my card.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I'm
is
back,
awesome.
baby. I'm back.
That is awesome. Okay, does anybody else need to hijack before we tangent?
Go ahead.
I'm good. I just want to talk about teachers for a second.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Noah.
One of the things I want to talk about is I said like all the things that have gone on since we did the podcast. You know, Disney announced a new park. I just wanted to get your input on that.
I hate Disney.
Okay, never mind.
Epic Universe. Epic
that
Universe
makes more
at
sense because
Universal.
when we were watching your video, I was like, he hasn't gone to like any Disney parks or anything yet.
First of all, it's too expensive, and
Yeah.
I want to feel alive. I want to like be kind of scared. I think I am most comfortable upside down. I figured that out. It's like I want to be upside down and like.
Have you tried sleeping upside down?
No. I mean, obviously joking, but like I want to feel the forces. I want like it to feel like my entire body is about to crush into like a point.
Did you see that county?
That's interesting because you seem like such a methodical guy
With-
in
it's-
life.
you know,
with
we're-
this, so that's your alter ego.
But see, I'm not gonna go parachuting or anything. Like we're hooked to. This is a $30 million ride. An
Parasailing?
engineer spent years designing it. I'm strapped in. I'm safe. That's then I can kind of enjoy it. But parachuting, I'm good.
Did you see that county fair ride? They got stuck upside down for like 5 minutes. Like it happened. Like
No, it was
that
like
would be
30
terrible.
minutes. It was
Oh,
like
it's
30 minutes, dude. They removed everyone from the park.
And then I'm bringing all the coaster stuff now. Did you see the news in it was one of the Cedar Fair parks up north? The guy got hit by a banshee.
There's Ohio. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That makes. I actually went into a deep dive. 7 people. So an inverted B&M invert coaster. If you've been to Carowinds, if you're local, it's Afterburn Top Gun, that type of coaster.
Yeah.
7 people have been hit by that coaster and they've all been. They enter the fence. They see the coaster
fence,
above them.
yeah.
They see the ride above them, and they think they're safe. They don't realize how close those things get to the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
There's
And
like
it's
another
not
like
even
10, 12 feet.
yeah,
you know,
and it's
for
not even
ride.
the car. There's
the people's legs.
Yeah.
There are
I
so
got-
many instances. Sorry, I'm sorry.
I interrupt. I got 2 words.
Go
Darwin fan.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, let's
It's true.
take the fence down.
Well, see
I'm
that,
serious.
but they're not even jumping like a normal chain link fence.
Yeah.
They're jumping a security fence.
It's like a 15-foot. I mean, I
some
don't
of
know that
them
one
have
is, but most of them are like 15
some of
feet.
them have
To get a
barbed
cell phone
wire.
or
Some of
something.
them have spikes. And if you tell the ride operator and say, "I dropped my keys over the fence. I cannot go home without my keys," they will literally stop the ride. They're going to be pissed off. You're going to be annoyed. It might take an hour or two, but they will make it their priority. They're going to have to
Yeah.
stop the ride because you cannot go home. Or like
Yeah.
if your cell phone's there, or like if you drop something very important. Now again, if it's sunglasses, tough shit. But
Yeah.
they will make an effort. Why risk your life? But
Yeah.
but it's literally been 7 instances. It's 7 and 6 right now. 7 people have been hit. This is the only guy that survived.
Wow.
He is so lucky.
6 people have died at
6?
at that park.
Dude, there was no.
Just that type of ride.
Oh, okay. I was
Dude,
like,
Six Flags over Georgia, that Batman ride, 2 people have been hit. The one was a 17-year-old kid that he hit a woman's leg. Her leg shattered. His
He
head
died,
was
didn't he?
decapitated.
yeah.
Wow.
I remember hearing
Like
about
it
that.
was literally a story of these kids were hopping a fence. They were trying to hop because the ride kind of goes near the parking lot.
Yeah.
They were trying to hop the fence to sneak into the park.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
literally, there was a story of the kid. One of the kids was running behind this guy, and he said, "All I remember is running behind this guy. The ride came in, and then all I remember is like it covered in blood, and
Yeah, I
like
remember
the
hearing about
guy
that.
was gone.
Wow.
Like imagine you being 17, like
Yeah.
just to sneak into a park. But anyways, I thought that was crazy. It's just crazy how that ride gives, like I said, people a false sense of they don't understand that that's between
Yeah.
the ground and people's legs in those areas. You probably you would have to like lay down at the
Yeah.
right time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that park is serious about controlling its perimeter.
That's
Look
population
to there.
control right there.
Yeah.
I looked at not
Take
only
the
they have-
fences down.
They have
Yeah,
a,
there you go.
They have a perimeter fence, and then they have the kill zone fence,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is named a kill zone for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kill zone fence. I looked at the photos. It's a 6 foot tall with spikes at the top. So
Yeah.
like this guy had to hop a spiked fence.
Cut himself.
It was
and
just to
then
get
die.
something too. I don't even know what I didn't hear what it was, but like it was gonna.
I think it was
phone or hat
keys.
or-
I think
yeah,
it was
whatever.
keys.
So you literally need a sign that says, "Do not go in here. You could get injured or killed."
they
That's
do.
it.
You
No
will.
fence.
If you look at Carowinds, if my
Yeah.
Carowinds people, when Afterburn does this barrel roll right by the park, it has a barbed wire fence. I'm not kidding. The clearance between that and the barbed wire fence is probably 2 feet
Yeah.
between people's legs. It's like you cannot
crazy.
just suck up into 2 feet.
The ride's also tall, so it's like I don't think because they see the rail and they're like the rail's like 15 feet in
That's
the air,
what
but
I'm
then the
saying.
ride's like another 10 feet, 12
Plus,
feet,
you've
and then
got
your
the
legs.
legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like so.
That's
and
crazy.
someone's legs was enough to decapitate someone.
Because you're going so fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And there was actually a story of a guy on Banshee. He was saying that he was in the front row. He wasn't one. I don't know if it hit the guy's legs or if the bottom of the train hit him, but he said it sounded like the same sound as when he hit a deer with his car. Just like
Wow.
this horrible thud.
Yeah.
Because that ride is pretty. It was going like 50 to 55.
Yeah.
But real quick, I do want to, before we're almost done, just want to bring up 2 funny teacher stories. I had I think her name was Miss Johnson. She was an 11th grade English teacher.
Yep. I remember.
We had to go film a quick video, and we told her, "Hey, we're gonna go film this video in the parking lot." And she was like, "Yeah, okay, that's fine." Like she gave us permission to go film in the parking lot. We of course immediately got into a car and we drove to a gas station. We drove to our friend. This was after Leighton got in that accident, so he was at his house.
Yeah.
We hung out at Leighton's house like 20 minutes. We came back and we were like, "Oh, do you think we
Got
can
a
pull
fly,
her?"
like on your face.
Is it still on my face?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's,
damn.
it's like
It's fucking.
that what your car-
It's
is that
from
what your car-
Taiwan. It's Taiwan.
Touch game.
But we came back thinking like we're gonna fool her. We got away with it. She was in the parking lot waiting on us, and the only thing she said, "Did you have fun?" And we were like,
Did you not get in trouble?
"No."
Wow.
She literally said, "Did you have fun?" And we were like,
That's
"Yes."
crazy.
And she was like, "Okay." I had a book report on the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I didn't watch it. I mean, I didn't read it. I watched the movie. Dude, I was giving my report on it, and I fucking nailed this thing, dude. I did exactly. I nailed it. She asked me, everything was going good. She asked me a question. She was like, "So what do you think about this character, thing?" And I was like, I knew a little bit about it. I answered the question perfectly, I thought. And then I said, and I think it was interesting that because he was purple and she was like, "He was purple?" But he was purple in the movie, not the book.
Not in the book.
And she called me, and I was like, I had made it through the entire thing, and I fucked up the last. I'm sorry for a couple. But dude, when she signed my yearbook, I got an A on that. By the way, when she signed my yearbook, this was like 2 months later. She said, "By the way, you should actually read that Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's actually a good book." But she still gave me an A. Like she knew I was just saying.
That's like the good teachers because like you were creative and like
exactly
you figured out how to pass the class. You know.
Yeah, and then shout out to Alexis Johnson. She let me cheat when I copied her entire project for Frankenstein. I didn't read that at all. Shout out Alexis Johnson. Anyways, does anybody have any last minute thoughts before we wrap this podcast up?
Yeah, I just wanted to. I don't know if you want to make a link to me and Noah's time capsule video.
Yeah.
Yes, you mentioned that, didn't you? You haven't mentioned it on the podcast?
He hasn't mentioned on the podcast.
Tell the podcast. There's a video.
I don't know. Should we set it up or just let them see if they can figure it out?
You want me to just straight up link it or include it?
Well, yeah. So it's kind of a time travel kind of. Would it be better if we told you what was going on?
Tell them. Yeah, tell them.
So I don't know. Probably maybe 20 years ago, knowing when YouTube started coming out, knowing I shot a video, kind of a spoof commercial, the old Netflix. You know, hey, you want to watch a movie? So and then maybe like I don't know, 10 years after that, we reshot the video with Noah's
older self
talking to his younger self. So great,
That's
you
super
link
cool.
it. Yeah,
it will be either linked or in this video right now, or go in the description. I think I saw that the very first time I ever came over to Noah's house, and it was hilarious.
I'm totally gonna do that with my son.
I think
Totally gonna do that with my son.
we might do V3 and also the Harley video. You got to? Did you?
The Harley video will be linked.
Yeah.
You'll watch me repair, do some household repairs around the Smith house. That was those videos were so fun. They really were. We need to start getting back into that.
Yeah.
But okay, we're at the end of the actual podcast. Now we're gonna take some time and we're gonna go through the cards. Is anyone suspicious? First of all, did everyone do all 3 of their cards?
No.
How's it feel?
It feels bad.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could handle this.
How many did you do?
I only did 1.
Whoa!
It was so hard.
I want to go with my. Should we go ahead and start?
Yeah.
I want to go ahead and start with my. I'll start with the easiest one because let's start with the easiest.
Can we guess though?
Let's take a guess. Is anyone suspicious?
I think yours was Bucky's.
Okay.
I think that was what it was.
Does anybody else want to take a guess?
But I don't know anyone
I have a
else's.
guess for my dad.
Pool noodle is one.
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft. That does sound kind of.
I didn't
job,
even
Noah.
catch that.
Well, like,
I remember when he said
He
it.
said it a
stuff.
little too slow. If he would have said it faster or something, I don't know. I wouldn't have.
I'm like Gerga the Purple Man. I thought I nailed it. I thought I nailed it.
It went really well, but I was like, World of Warcraft's not a video game. Like, it's like actual.
Well, it's weird.
No, it's not.
I thought it was like a card game.
That's even better because I had the boomer like fumble. And,
I mean,
dang it, man.
That was good,
honestly,
though.
though, I don't have any other guesses for anybody else. That was the
I
one
had
kinda caught
one. One was weird. Didn't I call someone out for one?
You called someone
remember.
out a couple times.
I can't remember now.
I don't know.
I'm just so.
Oh, you called me out because I said something about. I don't remember what it was though.
Yeah,
I called
it
you
was the
out. Or
card.
Greg called you out.
I'm pretty sure I called Brad out for something that wasn't pool noodle.
Yeah.
And I
I
called
don't remember.
one of you two out for something. I don't remember. It didn't stand out enough. The
Yeah.
pool noodle stood out, but I don't even think that was a card.
I should have tied the pool noodles into the thing.
Oh, okay. So it was
You
just
did.
no. That was good that because you're distracted.
Was Pool Noodle an actual card?
Yeah.
Oh,
was it really? It was. That's amazing.
I mean, technically, you kind of got away
You
with
made
it.
us take a
I
shot.
I doubled down, man.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. You got to double
Double
down.
down.
Okay.
So it's like I bluffed, you know.
Yeah.
But you can't bluff in this.
That's
No,
good.
you
can.
You can. Oh
Sometimes
yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
I've lied before.
But I
Yeah,
will say
Noah lied when I called him out.
someone called out one of mine, but it wasn't all the way, but it was very close.
Okay,
Someone called out one of
we
mane.
gotta. I'm
I think I
a
remember
guest.
what it
Hate to
was.
come in and criticize. We gotta get some skin in this game.
Get some
you know?
skin in this.
Yeah.
Like if you like it in the
Take a
game,
shot.
You gotta
we,
be,
we should have like a
you know.
fake. We should have a fake currency. Like we should bet. We should
Yeah,
bet on
yeah,
like
yeah.
whenever
Yeah.
we think.
I think
Yeah.
Or real currency.
Here's my thing. I'm already
those
feeling
out.
because I haven't had lunch. I'm feeling that one drink. I cannot take a shot and drive.
I felt it for half a second. I'm good now.
I cannot. I
just
have
starving.
to have food. I am too.
I'm hungry, but I'm
But-
not. You know.
But is anyone else very confident in something else that we want to call out?
I'm
before
trying to
I say?
remember what I called you out on.
I never
'cause it
could
wasn't
get yours.
Bucky's. It was right after Bucky's that I said something. That
Yeah,
was
you did. Yeah, you. I don't want to say who said it, but someone was very. Even if you said it now, it's still not
Wouldn't
close
be it,
enough.
yeah.
But it's very close.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
partial.
I think I'm gonna call Noah out on Disney. Something Disney.
Okay.
Disney?
Okay.
Disney.
That was
Am I
it.
supposed to
wasn't
say, or are we waiting?
it? I don't know. I mean,
No, let's go over. So, well, you already got 2 guests.
You
You
want me to-
only did 1.
yeah. You want me to tell you the 2 that I didn't?
Oh
get to
no,
do?
I
No.
did 3.
Well, I'm saying
We only
we
guessed-
guessed
okay.
2.
I didn't even think.
Wow, that's
we'll
crazy.
do-
But we'll start with Noah and I. Let's do the one that was like the Grand Slam, just easy.
I'll say. Well, tell everyone you ate cat food, canned cat food.
That's good.
Oh, that is good.
Because I have
Yeah.
eaten canned
we
cat
literally
food.
have eaten cat
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
We both have eaten cat food.
So-
Oh, wait a minute. I did want to ask a follow-up question for Noah after this while we have Brad here. Just remind me. I have a follow-up for Noah.
I'll try to
Off-
remember.
on podcast or off
do the-
podcast?
No, on podcast.
Okay.
I really wanted to ask this. We're running out of time. I didn't want to because my cards were done within like 16 minutes left.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to snowball somebody.
Yeah.
But one of mine was ATV, which I feel that was pretty
Okay.
easy to sneak in there.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was very suspicious.
Did
Yeah.
you say ATV? I heard like UTV.
I said
No,
UTV.
I said- no.
You said what's another word for ATV?
Oh, okay.
Four wheeler.
Because I said ATV at least twice
Yeah.
for sure.
You definitely said that. Yeah.
So that was an easy one. Do y'all want to go over?
Yeah. I'll tell you the only one that I did do.
No,
It
say
was-
that one.
save that
man.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
save
do
for
the other
last.
2.
Okay. Well. And the reason why I didn't get this one in was because I was trying to be
No
very
excuses.
cognizant of not interrupting you.
How does it feel?
I know. Well, no, I didn't do it. So I'm going to do it next time. It was mention Noah and Kaylee's cats.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
could have done that.
Well, yeah, but like as soon as like you started
Kelly
saying
wrote
it,
that.
Brad started coming up with a whole new story, and then it never got back
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
where I
it's
could
hard.
bring that up.
It sucks when that happens.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sucks.
I wanted
You're-
I wanted to call you out, but I was like, dang it.
You're so close to getting your story in,
Yeah.
and then it just veers off somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's like,
So that was one I
Okay,
didn't do.
Brad, you want to? Well, so pool noodle and
Yeah, I'm
World of Warcraft.
kind of embarrassed. I wanted to like.
Now,
really-
Pool Noodle, you
I
played
wanted
it
to
cool.
break out.
You played
but-
a cool opponent. I wouldn't have
that
guessed
would've
it.
been- that was
so
really
with
well.
Pool Noodle, I tried to do the obvious wasn't obvious. So I tried to like,
Yeah, yeah.
Real
break
quick,
out.
don't say the one that you didn't get called on. Save
Okay.
that one to the very end.
Yeah.
Okay. And man, I really felt cocky about World of Warcraft.
To be fair, I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, and I think if I hadn't stumbled, maybe
You didn't really
I'd
stumble.
never-
I don't know. It's just something. I don't know what it was. I just like.
But I'm so like I trust anybody, so
Yeah.
I'm not looking for you guys to slip
Yeah,
something in.
yeah.
Yeah. That's how
Disney
I am.
thing did sound awkward. So yeah, the Pool Noodle, I tried to be like, okay, if it's super obvious, it will come out.
Yeah.
So you don't want me to tell the third one that I got away
save,
with?
save it
Wait.
for the end. We're gonna
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
keep going. So
Yeah.
we did 2 of yours, but we did one of ours. Noah, do you want to go on your second one? What's a good second one?
I'll say this one because y'all came really close. I thought I was gonna call it out. It was Geronimo.
He
He
did
kinda
call that
called
out.
you. He
Yeah,
kinda
both
called
of y'all
you.
kind of because Russell was like, I never heard a noodle's named Geronimo. before.
Yeah.
I was like,
Is that a real thing, Geronimo
No.
noodles?
I mean, I did go to that Chinese place, but I didn't like almost poop my pants.
Brad was right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, y'all were on it.
Again, that's who I am. Like, if you-
Yeah.
like
Just-
I,
Yeah,
I'm not
it's hard.
suspicious.
I'm the same way, especially with Greg. Greg tells good stories, so I can never think of like what he's done.
So I-
So I'm the
But
same
the next
way.
time you're on, you're gonna be on it.
but I don't sit cocked, you know.
Yeah, that's how I am. I let my guard down,
I enjoy
so-
the flow. You know?
Yeah,
Right.
That's how I am.
And that's what is fun about this game is like if you can really make it flow
Yeah.
and it's like you're not even
Yeah.
suspicious of it.
Yeah, that's I just
So I'll save my third one for last. The third one I think is the most BS of all of them, but I did it. I'll say the second one, which was coconut shrimp, which you said coconut.
Dang it. That was what I was thinking. I couldn't
Coconut
remember it.
shrimp.
Yeah.
I knew flavors. I knew you
I
were
said I
you
think
were
it's
looking for
coconut.
something.
I was about to
just-
say, as soon as I brought up flavors and y'all, everyone was looking weird, I was like,
yeah.
look, I'm going to
Yeah,
sneak
yeah.
my card in here at some point.
That's what you thought. You thought it was buttered jelly beans. That's what you tried
Oh,
to call
yeah,
it.
that was
but
it.
that
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it.
that was weird. I've never heard of a butter jelly bean.
I know. I've
Well,
heard
I've
it.
had it once and I hated it.
Yeah, it's nasty.
That's so weird.
That's like the
man.
first thing that came to mind
You
when you
can't
said
blame
that.
me for being suspicious of that.
Yeah. No,
so
it's true.
the hard segues is when you need to put your radar up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because like, I
Or
just
that's
thought
a way
that
to bluff
flavors out.
people. Like bring
Yeah.
a hard segue, and it's not it.
Yeah, and then even Noah called me out on peppermint.
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's what is. I knew that tangent was going into the card, so like I just had to throw a lot of words out there.
So I'll go with the other one that I didn't do, and shout out to my wife because it was a hard one. It was use a British accent 5 times.
Oh yeah, that's.
I was
yeah,
like-
nah, that.
Oh, I was like, you definitely didn't do that.
No, I know. I didn't do it. Like, I was trying to find a way, like, how could I, like, bring that up? But, like, it just,
Dude,
it didn't flow at
if-
all, and it was going to be hard.
if
that was a
Tyler was
good
here-
card, but
if that was
Poppycock.
I'm pretty sure
That was one of my
Poppycock,
words.
we
That was
had
one of
a
my
word
words.
before.
Yeah,
Poppycock.
That was a
I think
card
Clark
for
did
me
that. But if we had a guy named Andy who was British word to Carowinds, we just went off a tangent of Andy.
Yeah.
I met a
It
British
was
guy the
tough.
other day at Carowinds.
That was a tough one.
Had a British boss. Who's awesome. Wonky. He said wonky. That's wonky.
Hey, to be fair, not to get historical, but from what I've read, technically the Americans
Yeah.
in the colony times, they're the ones that adopted the British accent, and the British changed into their
Yes.
what we know as British. So now you've been speaking of British accents.
That's
There you go. 5 times.
There we go.
But I will say, Jess had she put JH. So mine, the hardest one I thought to do, which was an action, by the way.
Oh, was
but
it?
It was definitely the
I
hardest.
told her it
one.
had to be like an action that was like very, like not like sneeze and stuff. Like
This one was. I do not know how I got away with this. This one was wild. I will say Brad gets half of that credit, but we'll go. I'll go into
Okay.
that after. Go ahead, Noah. Say your
My
third.
one. What was it? Oh, mention Club Penguin.
That I didn't think that was suspicious. I was about to go off on a tangent of like,
Yeah.
I think we just missed the cutoff of Club Penguin. Like that wasn't cool.
Yeah.
It
I
I
wasn't
really
that
didn't play it
age.
either that much, but Kaylee I know that's Kaylee Clark. She loves Club Penguin.
Yeah, like
she,
that
she
was-
always jokes about it.
We just barely missed that. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I played RuneScape.
my
Yeah,
sister
that's what I'm
did.
saying.
My sister
RuneScape.
did that.
Yeah, that's
actually,
what I'm
I
saying. It's
think,
like we just barely missed. So my third one, Brad was talking about brought up the touch game, and I don't know if you
Were you
noticed that.
touching
I
Noah?
immediately touched Noah
Yeah.
because
Oh, you
I
touched
was
my
building up for it.
armpit.
But what
Touch
else
my
did I
armpit.
do? What
You
else
touched my
did I do?
armpit. What do you, other than armpit?
I said, oh, what, like tickle,
Tickle?
you?
Yeah.
One of my cards
kinda
was,
tickle too.
it said tickle your neighbor. I was literally going to let
That's
that go.
pretty
I thought it was a
clever.
little weird because you usually don't touch people, but I was like, you know, whatever.
I was going to let that go. I went straight for no. I touched his shoulder, and then
Yeah.
y'all kept talking about touch game, and I was like, he was like, oh yeah, Nate would like get up and do stuff, and I was like, oh what, like tickle people?
Yeah.
It's weird he does do that too. So
That's
Man,
funny.
you got a
That was a good
slow
one.
hanging softball
Dude,
there.
that one-
That was good.
I didn't think I was going to do it.
That was good.
I literally was going to let it slide.
That was crazy.
You
'Cause
brought up
I
touch
wasn't
game.
thinking about a touch game until he started.
you would have
talking
got
about his high school
double
buddies.
credit
Yeah.
if you did it to my dad.
But that's the thing is like, had that not been brought up, how
Yeah.
would I have done that?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was
so
good
random.
card. Good
yeah,
card.
Yeah.
But that was all my three, so I did all my three.
Mine's not as interesting, but this is the only one that I did do. It was say the word inferno as many times as you can, and I only said it once, but I would talk about how hot this was. I was going to bring it up
briefly
again.
Remember
Did you
that.
say Inferno?
Yeah, I said
You
it
know
once.
what's funny? There was a segue where it was like, I was like, does anybody need to hijack the conversation? And then Russell immediately was like, yeah, it's really hot in here.
I was
You were
thinking,
gearing
could I
up
say it
for it.
again? But like, no, it's not gonna work.
You were gearing up for it. That's
But I did say it.
Inferno in here.
Yeah, it does actually feel like an inferno. So
It's-
it would
it's
have
getting
worked,
hot.
but it was just no one else was like, oh, it's not that hot.
I have a layer of sweat on me.
Yeah.
But
So the one I got away with was have somebody else say beef jerky.
Okay.
Oh, he
okay.
did.
Yeah.
I
That was
said,
great.
yeah.
Because you were like wondering, what's that stuff called? And then
Yeah.
we both said beef
Those are the
jerky.
That's-
funnest ones. When what was mine? Shaq. Was it,
Yeah, yeah.
Guess
That
what
was
they
that
said.
was that was a really good one. Yeah,
That's so good.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
What?
I lost. I just remembered my card was make someone else say coconut shrimp. Oh, no. Dang it.
Wait a minute,
someone
how's
else-
our loser?
Because he didn't have someone else.
I didn't technically lose because I did still more
He
than
just
you,
did do one
but
of his cards.
Yeah,
I thought it was I did. I only looked at my cards once. I thought it was say coconut shrimp. It was make someone else say coconut shrimp.
Dang.
I would have
So,
literally cheated.
but if you get caught, you don't like. There's no points.
no,
but-
it's just mainly
Yeah,
for fun.
yeah.
We can make fun of each other, and I get to make fun of them now because I did all my three, and they didn't do theirs. so.
To be fair, I get half credit for this.
The
I did
first
two and a
time.
half.
And I
In like
think
80 podcasts.
I think it's pretty funny that Russell was bagging on you about not.
Oh, I know, yeah.
He didn't do it.
I'm the worst
That's
one.
so
too.
hard.
I'm the worst one
It's
too.
so
Oh
bad.
yeah, they're gonna feel my wrath today.
I'm very upset with myself.
But man, I was so confident on
World of Warcraft, yeah.
The Pullman
Again,
one was
that
way
was-
better. I didn't think anything of it.
Noah, now that I'm thinking about it, Noah had this weird moment where when you were bringing up World of Warcraft, it slipped under the radar. Then Noah was like, "What are you talking about?" Or something. He was like, "What game?" or something. Like,
yeah.
he reacted weird to it.
I also thought you said pool noodle before we started, but I guess you didn't.
We did.
I should have tied into these.
Well,
Dust
like
covers.
we get thrown off because usually we always joke about we'll say examples like right when we're starting, and then Greg or Russell will be like, "Oh, is that your card?" Like we'll joke about it
Yeah.
or whatever.
What's your card?
So
We
did.
did
I
that.
didn't think anything of it. Yeah, I was just like whatever, like not really a good
So,
card.
so my plan was to come in and like say them all, like, "Oh yeah, this is the game where you say poodle."
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
jerky
I
and-
didn't think anything of it.
But-
I wouldn't have
yeah.
guessed it.
I-
Honestly.
That's how I was
I
my
know.
first podcast
Yeah.
too. I did like all three of mine like in the first like 20 minutes, and then I was just kind of going with it. So
Yeah, I waited down to the wire to do my last one, but
yep.
now, okay, before we wrap this podcast up, I don't know if this is gonna be an awkward question. Russell, I mean, maybe Noah is different, but I had some things where like some embarrassing stories that it was.
I never told my embarrassing story.
You got away with it as a kid, but then as an adult, it's kind of now it's funny. Was there anything that you did that now you want to admit to Brad, like that you did as I almost set the house on fire or something, like being a silly kid?
I'm out.
Is there any?
I mean, no, not really. I mean, I don't know. Like, there was at some point, I don't know. It was back when you had the boat. Like, something you just set me straight with like lying and stuff, or not lying. And ever since then, I've always been like,
what was the boat
pretty
story?
truthful. I mean, I mean, it wasn't like a big lie. It was just like I said something, and my dad just came in there and he just scared the crap out of me. He didn't hit me. He just like did something.
So I've only spanked him once. His daughter. I spanked my kids, but him once and Mary once for lying. That's it.
Yep.
You
I
did
think
something to me. I don't know.
I think that's probably the most important
You
thing
didn't even spank me or whoop me. You just, but you like something to set me. I don't know. I was playing the Lord of the Rings game you bought me, the strategy game, and I don't know exactly what it was, but you just like it was like man to man. You were just like I don't know what you said, but you pretty much said like quit lying or something. And I don't know. Like I've never like really had any major lies or anything since for y'all.
Oh, I think you were at Sam's and you played.
Oh,
you
Halo.
Played Halo.
That was a different time, but that
was like
my dad wouldn't let me play rated M games.
He walked in the back door, looked at me, and broke. I played it.
Yeah, I played it. I can't remember what it was, but yeah.
But what about the story where you and Sam and Bobby were playing on the internet?
I thought about that too. Yeah, like I mean, there's not like the story's not like that crazy, but like we played RuneScape, and like my dad was cool with us playing RuneScape. We just couldn't talk to like random people, like chat with random people.
It was a trucker game.
What?
The truck driving game.
What about that?
I thought that was the game y'all played.
We can talk to people on that one.
Okay.
No, it was RuneScape.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We he just didn't want us to talk to random people online. And my friends were older than me at the time. I was probably like 10 or 11, so like pretty understandable not to talk to strangers or whatever. And like we still did it. We would just talk like random, like we'd say, "Oh, this is my girlfriend on RuneScape" or whatever. Like we would like talk to people. And we were all huddled on the computer, like in the computer room on the port where the porch is at now, playing. And my dad like came out there, and everybody just scattered. Like it was like roaches when you turned the light on. My one friend lived literally across the street from me. He ran to his house. Other friend lived like diagonal to me. He ran to his house, and I didn't have anywhere to go, so I was just there.
I did. This would have been a weekly thing. I did stuff like worse than that weekly.
Yeah,
you had such a good kid.
I got great kids.
That's the worst they're doing.
Yeah. And it matters. Like, I've got some. I don't mean to get serious, but I got a lot of friends that have problems with their adult kids.
Yeah.
And me getting in retirement, I got 2 great kids.
Yeah.
Number 1, they don't hurt nobody. Number 2, they take care of themselves. That's a win.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. If you guys do that for your parents, that's a win.
That's true. That's true. And then
now you just need some grandkids.
Yeah, not cats, kids.
Not cats.
Hey, wait a minute. Cats are they're my daughters. Just kidding. They really are though.
Yeah, my wife calls them grandcats.
That's funny. All right. Well, this has been an absolute blast. I want to sincerely, again, thank you, Brad, seriously, for coming on.
I just want to say, like, this has really been fun. I was kind of worried about it. Noah kept telling me, like, for 2 weeks, he said, dude, you're thinking way too hard about it.
Yes.
Things I want to do. But this flowed really
You're freaking
good.
natural.
This flowed really
You're
good.
freaking natural. And then next time, come in next time, be on the lookout. Anything suspicious,
Oh,
call
I get
me.
another time. I get
Of
next
course
time.
you do.
Oh, of
Russell's
course
still
you
showing
do.
up, so I mean, you.
Yeah. I didn't know Russell was going to be here, so I was going to back up and say, yeah, I thought that last guy was going to capture the chair, and I wasn't going to make it back in. But I thought, oh, crap, he's going to be here. So. I had some other things. I ran by Noah, and it was like, yeah, maybe we should do that. So, he protects you great.
There you go.
Anyway.
Oh, wait. I almost forgot. Hold on. One thing, real quick. You may have noticed there's golf balls on the table because at some point, Russell, I need you to juggle for the camera.
Oh boy.
Juggle.
Okay.
Juggle for
Right
the
now?
camera.
Can you juggle?
Yeah.
He
You
can.
can juggle,
He's going to
can't
show
you?
it off. Yeah.
Can't you juggle?
Juggle.
Were you?
That's why I wanted your golf balls in case you drop them. Don't mess up mine.
Greg, can't you juggle?
Russell.
I can juggle clubs.
Russell looks like he.
I can do tricks with clubs.
Oh, you just hit your. Oh my god.
Okay. I didn't know this was
That's
gonna be
close.
dangerous. All right.
And we're done.
We should
All
have
right,
glass
all
on
right.
it.
Shout out to Russell. Hey, he did juggle, so
I did
good job.
try.
I wanted to put you on the spot.
I tried.
to do that the very first time you told me, and I
Yeah.
forgot. So now I remembered.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. This has been a very special episode.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Y'all got to do the commercials. I know it takes
We
a lot
got
of
it.
time,
Oh,
a lot of
man.
effort. Those are awesome. I love
We
it.
have to.
The ones we did a few podcasts ago weren't too bad. It's just we just come up with on the spot.
I think
Yeah.
One of the commercials
aged
kind of
out.
just like skits. but
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what with the cards and the commercials. That's what makes us special because no one else is doing that. No one's making their own funny commercials.
Yeah.
Like they'll make like actual sponsorships, but we're coming up with everything. I think I really want to do that. Next time you're on, are you going to be in a commercial with us?
Absolutely.
Deal.
Sweet.
Deal. All right. Seriously, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Brad, and thank you as well, Russell and Noah. Even though to be honest, Brad, they really didn't do anything. I think it was mainly us. I think it was mainly us carrying the podcast.
Can I launch this out?
Sure.
See ya.
All right. That's awesome.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you.
No, thank you.
All 4 lights. All 4 lights. We're good.
I checked one. I got a few.